friends, welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably tell, this video is going to be my March wrap up. Now I wanted to bring this to you earlier in the week and get it right at the end of the month. However, that just did not happen. So I am here today to share all of the books that I read during the month of March. It was an okay reading month, I think. There was a couple 3 stars, a couple 4 stars, and only one 5-star read for me. So I'm just gonna dive in, share just a little bit about them, and if you guys want more full reviews or more details, there's going to be a link to Amazon. There's a link to my Goodreads, so you guys will be able to check all of that out. Again, all of that will be linked below. The first one, I'm going to start with my 3 stars, and this is A Night in Kansas City. This is a comic book. This was sent to me by Confidential Comics, and it's all black and white. If you guys can see that, I don't know if it's going to be too blown out, but it's all black and white. I felt like it was really interesting, has a cool kind of concept with the, you know, we start out with this girl who finds out that one of her friends goes missing, and there's this big kind of like cult twist to it. And so it's kind of an interesting take with religion and cults and different things like that. However, this was a little slow moving, a little confusing in parts, and so for that reason I only gave it a 3 star. However, it is intriguing enough that I do want to continue, especially towards the end, because this is all about the main girl. And then as we get towards the end, it ends up turning out to be about this boy that she rescues from this church, and it seems like the next volume will be a little bit more about him and kind of diving a little bit deeper into things. So I'm definitely interested and want to kind of continue on. It just wasn't like an automatic favorite off of the start. Then the next one that I read is a poetry collection. It was also sent to me by the author Ryan Manley. It is A Dose of Reality. This covers a couple different topics. One of them is love, heartbreak, and then coming back with like some strength. I definitely preferred the love section a lot more than the other sections. The heartbreak section for me was okay. The strength section definitely showed a lot of strength and growth and kind of like reopening. And then again, the love one was always one of my favorites. I love love. So I thought this was a pretty good one. I ended up giving this 3 stars and enjoyed it. I look forward to more from Ryan in the future. If you guys like modern poetry, this kind of fits right into that realm. Kind of similar style to like Rupi Kaur, things like that. So yeah, definitely check that one out. And then I'm going to move into my 4-star reads. First up was A Secret Keeper by Jane Alvey Harris. This is book 2 in the My Myth series, or I think is what it's called. The first book is called Riven. It was really interesting, and I loved being able to continue on in this book. I thought what was really fantastic is I read Riven quite a while ago. So when I dove into this one, I wasn't sure if I was going to remember all the little details, but Jane did such a great job like reintroducing things, but not making you feel like it was too repetitive. So I thought that was really great. And then, of course, the characters are really well done. The world is so fantastic. I love the way it is built. And if you guys don't know anything about this series, it's about this girl who has some like internal struggles, and there is a lot of other issues that are kind of hidden within the story. And it's just an interesting take to see this reality versus fantasy of her trying to escape reality, falling into this fantasy, making things up, but then seeing this fantasy also become reality. So it was definitely interesting. A lot of heavier under topics, which I think is great, but it's not too heavy of a read. It's definitely intriguing and interesting and just amazing. I love the world and cannot wait for the 3rd and final installment of this series. So if you guys are interested in like YA fantasy, definitely pick this one up because I really enjoy it and can't wait to see how it all comes together and see everything, you know, see how it all turns out for our main character. The next one I read was actually the first read of March, and it is Before I Let You Go by Kelly Rimmer. This was actually just released on April 3rd, and you guys, this is a heavy, heavy read, but so beautiful and so good. I wanted to give this 5 stars, and kind of as I look back, I probably could. There was just a few things where it was kind of lacking. It was a little bit slow in some places. But other than that, I thought it was really fantastic. I loved our 2 characters. I loved the fact that we had this sisterly love, how one kind of looked out for the other, how the other one struggled with abuse. So if you guys have some trigger points with like drug abuse and stuff, definitely, you know, be aware of that. But I thought this was so well done. I think you get, between the alternating point of views, you get the side of the drug addict, or what it was like from her perspective, what it felt like to, you know, need the next fix or wanting to get sober. And then you also get the family's point of view, how it affects them, different things like that. And then finding out that the sister that was a drug addict is also pregnant. And then, you know, the more successful of the sisters, who is a doctor, is coming to the rescue, not only for the sister, but for this baby. And I mean, it was very heavy, but like I said, very beautifully written. I really enjoyed it. I sped through it and yeah, just really enjoyed it. So this one got 4 stars. And then the next one, which was the buddy read for March, it is The Queen of Hearts by Kimmery Martin. So I will pop a photo in here somewhere if you guys want to come join the group chat, if you've already read it, or if you're planning on reading it and then want to come chat later. Kimmery was really, really great and sent along a bunch of reading questions, so those are all in the comments. So I was trying to keep it more of a thread, so commenting under each one of the questions that was posted, and it's been really great so far, so thank you guys so much for that, and thank you to Kimmery for sending these our way. And there's a couple other fun things that I've yet to release that I definitely need to get on. She sent some like drink combos, like a playlist, so it's so much fun, and it was really cool to get that reading kind of like buddy read discussion list thing from Kimmery. But this book is really great. So what immediately drew me to this was one, of course, how gorgeous this cover is, but then 2, a lot of people were raving about it, saying it's very similar to like a Grey's Anatomy kind of thing, which I really love Grey's Anatomy, so I was instantly intrigued by that, finding out that it has, you know, the medical drama and different things like that. So again, I wanted to read it. Sped through this one as well. I found that it wasn't necessarily like hard to put down. I feel like it was just really good and I wanted to read, but I did find it kind of dipping in certain places. But overall, I thought the drama was, you know, kind of what I expected, something you would expect from the show. There's definitely things happening in the ER and the trauma. There's definitely things with their patients. Then there's things within doctor to doctor. And then I think the best part about this was the female relationship between the 2 main characters, the alternating point of views, and just seeing how this friendship has formed and grown through ups and downs was so cool. I feel like you don't get a lot of really good female friendships that are this strong and this deep. So it was really good to read about. I really enjoyed it and actually ended up loving one of the characters more than the other. So if you guys have read it, again, come chat with me. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this one. But yeah, 4 stars for this, and I would recommend it if you guys are fans of Grey's Anatomy. Then the last book that I have here, and actually this, I can't remember if this was the first or the second. This might have been the second book I read during the month of March, but it is The Neighbors by Hannah Mary McKinnon, and this one, you guys, is so fantastic. This was sent to me by Bookspark, so thank you guys so much for sending it my way. This is a part of the Spring Reading Challenge, and I absolutely loved it. So if you guys follow this channel, you guys know that I like either like thrillers and suspenseful reads, and this one definitely is not a thriller, but it is very suspenseful, a little bit more mysterious, and it has a lot of drama. So one thing I've started to discover is that I am a big fan of like domestic suspense reads, and this one is chock full of drama where our main character, her like ex-boyfriend, ends up moving in next door, and all of these secrets start to get unraveled. It is very intense, a big page turner, and something that you guys should definitely pick up. I really enjoyed it. This was the 5-star read of the month, and I'm still thinking about it and can't wait to reread it. It was really well written. The story was good. It kept me guessing, and I just really enjoyed it overall. So definitely pick this one up. Again, it was the only 5-star read of the month of March. So those are all the books. That's my little bit of blab there on each one. So like I said, if you guys want more, or you want the synopsis, or you want to order a copy, all of that is down below. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up if you guys liked this video, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell notification so you guys are subscribed and get notified the second a new video goes live. I plan on doing an April TBR here shortly, a 3rd trimester update. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I have done a 1st and a 2nd, I believe, so we're getting really close to the end here, so I will probably try to squeeze that video in before baby comes. And other than that, if you guys have any other suggestions of videos you guys would like to see, please leave a comment below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be adding a few of these to your list. Let me know, and have a great day. Bye guys.